after they found that toe, nobody could sleep in peace again. People started quitting. 2 cleaners left the same week. Even the hospital matron began locking herself inside the admin office before sunset. The police kept saying Pascoe was probably hiding in another town. But some of us knew better. The air around that mortuary felt wrong. Every night, the generator lights flickered. Around that side of the compound, like something was draining the power. One evening, around 9 p.m., I was walking past the corridor near the mortuary when I heard a voice. Someone was crying softly. It sounded like a woman. I thought maybe it was one of the grieving families who sneaked in. I followed the sound. But when I got to the door, the crying stopped instantly. I peeped through the small window. The lights were off. Then out of nowhere, a faint knock came from inside. 3 slow knocks. Then silence. I ran. The next day, I told the security men, but they laughed it off. They said maybe the sound came from the generator room. But later that night, one of the guards, Musa, came running to my quarters looking terrified. He said, "Brothers, I saw him." Saw who? Pascoe. He swore he'd seen a shadow moving near the fence line. Someone wearing the same long brown coat Pascoe always wore. He called out his name, but the figure didn't turn. It just kept walking toward the old mango trees, dragging one leg like it was heavy. When Musa flashed his torch, there was no one there. Only footprints in the mud. The police came again the next morning. This time, they opened one of the freezers that had been sealed since the day Pascoe vanished. Inside, wrapped in a black cloth, were animal bones, cow blood, and 2 bottles filled with what looked like human fat. The officers looked shaken. One of them said quietly, "This is not ordinary. He's been doing rituals." That's when everything started making sense. All those strange people who used to visit him late at night. The way he never let anyone clean his back room. The weird markings some cleaners saw on the floor months ago. Pascoe wasn't just stealing body parts. He was using the mortuary for rituals, mixing the parts with animal sacrifices. Some said he was selling to juju men who promised wealth and protection. Others whispered that he'd done it for himself, to live long and never get caught. But maybe something went wrong. That week, more strange things started happening. Dogs around the hospital began barking non-stop at night. One nurse swore she saw a pale hand press against the inside of the mortuary window. Another said she heard a man laughing in the generator room, even though it was empty. Then, 3 nights later, someone broke into the hospital again. The CCTV caught only a blur, but it was tall, wearing a brown coat. And in the morning, when the workers arrived, they found the door of freezer number 3 wide open again. This time, the body inside was gone.